Greetings, and welcome to our second edition of the Magic News Network, an SAM International Assembly production. My name is Michael Leike, and I'm pleased to welcome you to share our International Magic News Network with you. Our aim is to bring you a collection of an interesting mix of international magic items in the format of a news magazine and in some ways similar to a TV morning show. We begin with the Magic Circle. If you're a member of the Magic Circle, you will know that each degree carries its own jewel. John James Conway came across an interesting item, the first design for the Society's jewel. It was given to the Society by Ernest Noakes, who incidentally was a member of the first committee of the Magic Circle and later an honorary vice president. Holding the first role and being the person to donate the item, it is possible that Noakes commissioned the design of this piece. According to sources, it seems that Ernest Noakes also had the distinction of being the first magician to lecture at the Magic Circle. Henry Lewis, MBE, whom we featured last month, has reached the fine age of 102, seen here at the Magic Circle with President Megan Swan. Prince William handed out honors at an investiture at Windsor Castle on January 25th. Among the recipients were 102-year-old magician Henry Lewis, MBE, for services to charitable causes. News in from Robbie McNabb, the Circle's welfare officer. We're sorry to report the passing of Pat Conway, MIMC, age 99, on January 12, 2022, just 2 weeks short of his 100th birthday. A close friend of John Riordan, MIMC, with Gold Star, and an International Assembly member and the late Eddie O'Shaughnessy, they were affectionately known as the Irish Trio. Pat Conway's impish character and sense of humor in the clubroom will long be remembered, whose curiosity knew no bounds. Known as King of the Matchboxes, his many creations and effects also employed ropes, coins, cards, even the production of oranges and lemons from a table mat. His jumbo rising cards, where the selected card was made to rise remotely from inside his car, caused a sensation when performed. Our condolences to his family and friends. TMC Council member Rodney James Piper, MIMC with Gold Star, has announced a new project, the launch of a brand new competition for Magic Circle members across the world, the Magic Circle Virtual Magician of the Year. During the last couple of years, a new medium of magical performance has been created, and the Magic Circle wants to celebrate and showcase this exciting new form of entertainment. He states, when creating this project, we had in mind some important goals: to provide safe home entertainment for people in the current climate, to help provide income for our members who have experienced a challenging 2 years due to the pandemic, to raise funds for TMC, to share and promote the art of magic, to raise brand awareness for TMC and our members. On the 18th of February, Rodney James Piper will be the host compeer of the Friday Night Gala show at Blackpool. Henry White, AIMC with Silver Star, also a TMC Council member, will be a lecturer at Blackpool. Laura London, MIMC with Gold Star, will not only be performing her full cheat show, but also be lecturing at the Blackpool Magic Convention 2022. International superstar and SAM International Assembly member Kevin James, MIMC with Gold Star, is also part of the amazing lineup at Blackpool. Amongst the talent also booked for Blackpool are the Dutch act Showgirls of Magic. Some 140 dealers are booked for Blackpool. For full details of the talent and events at Blackpool, refer to their website and social media. Our thanks to Marvin Berglass, MIMC with Gold Star of Marvin's Magic, who on the 31st of October celebrated their 35th anniversary. Many will know of his father, a former president of the Magic Circle, and the living legend, David Berglass. Marvin was at one time vice president. Here he is giving us a brief look at the inside of the Magic Circle.
Hi, I'm Marvin Berglass, the creator of Marvin's Magic. And magic is such a wonderful hobby, and I'm truly delighted that we have inspired and encouraged literally millions of young magicians all around the world. And Marvin's Magic, for some, has been the start of a very magical journey. I'm here in central London at the headquarters of the world famous Magic Circle, a private magicians club where magicians from all over the world come to share their secrets and invent illusions and master their magic. The Magic Circle was formed by a handful of British magicians back in 1905, and this guy, who was the foremost British magician of his time, David Devant, was elected the very first president. Now, over the years, the society has flourished, and today the Magic Circle is known worldwide as the best society around the globe. Coming from one of the world's most famous magical families, I grew up with some of the best magicians around the world, and that's why I am especially proud of our association with this historic club. My father, David Burglass, was known as the International Man of Mystery and was the president here for many, many years, and he helped establish it as the centre of the magic arts. Many of our young magicians have gone on to become top demonstrators in our stores in London and New York, and some even have gone on to become top professionals and join this very club. Many of the rising stars at Marvin's Magic include top magicians and entertainers who've gone on to become stars on stage and screen, and they cite their time with Marvin's Magic as a major boost to their career. This amazing building has got a club room full of amazing props and artifacts. It's got a museum, an amazing library, and a very intimate theatre for 160 people where we put on magic shows and lectures. Just walking around this fantastic building, we discover priceless treasures and props from some of the most famous magicians in every single room. It really is the history of mystery, and it brings magic to life. Today there's around 1,500 members of the Magic Circle, and they've all had to pass an exam to be able to join. And they've also had to agree to the Latin motto of the Magic Circle, which roughly translates as "not apt to reveal the secrets." And that's why, even on our youngest sets, we insist that fellow magicians agree never to reveal their secrets. So if you want to become a magician, that's the first thing you've got to learn. And then, for serious students of magic, once they reach the age of 18, the Magic Circle is a wonderful place to come together where you have amateurs and professionals mixing and mingling to learn, discuss, and perfect their magic. It really is a place to promote excellence in magic. And on a personal note, I'm truly honoured to have been a past vice president of this wonderful club, as well as receiving the Masculine Award for services to British magic. And of course, I couldn't be more proud to have become a member of the Inner Magic Circle with Gold Star, their top honour. So if you're ever in London, I'd encourage you to check out the Magic Circle's website and see what public shows are on during your stay. And for those that want to take their magic a bit further, I hope that one day I can meet you here and encourage you to become a fellow member of this world famous Magic Circle.
Whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Well, sometimes it does. There is a lot of posts on social media about last month's SAM convention. However, we thought it might be interesting to share a few items that not everyone may have seen. Following on from his excellent lecture on the Professor's Nightmare for SAM members, past SAM President and Dean of the International Assembly, Joel Batman Zaritsky, fully clad in his Batman regalia, flew to Vegas and gave an outstanding lecture for the SYM, the Young Magicians Club of the SAM. At the convention, another past president, Vinnie Grosso, was awarded the SAM Heroism and Patriot Award for saving a man's life earlier in the year. Kudos also to another past president, Mike Miller, who handles all the talent for the SAM conventions. Here's a few shots that depict some cool people. Mickey Silver and Gene Protas, Joel Zaritsky with Bizarro, most illustrious Tom Gentile, the President's Banquet. This was a ceremonial carving. Lieutenant Bill Gleason, Dan and Carol Garrett, Rod Chow with Jean and Betty Protas, Jeff and Abigail McBride, Matt King, Rudy Colby, and others. President-elect Rod Chow with past President Ron Ishimaru, Betty Protas with John Stirk, current President-elect Rod Chow, who takes over as president in July 2022, revealed his motto for his presidential year: "We welcome the world." Here in his own words is a brief extract from his Conversations of the Darkstone Dossier starring Gay Blackstone and Harriet Jacobson.
And as Anthony had mentioned at the top of the show, I did mention we did have a session on upcoming conventions. And so I did announce our next National Council meeting, which will be in Quebec City, just right before FISM. So it'll be the weekend before FISM, July 22nd to the 24th. And everyone here is invited to come to that. And it's an opportunity to get to FISM earlier and stay at the official FISM hotel, which is the Delta Hotel, Quebec City, and get some extra perks and also participate in the SAM activities. And also, as Anthony mentioned, this is where you get to welcome the world, because we'll be first, the Society of American Magicians will be first there at FISM, and we get to say hello to everyone from all parts of the world. And there are people, of course, in our Zoom meeting today that are from all parts of the world. If you can make it there at the FISM, you can come see us. And Society of American Magicians is a FISM organized society. So we're one of the FISM societies. That's what FISM is made out of. And this is a Society of American Magicians. So you'll see the logo there. And then you can actually welcome the world. But it goes beyond that. So We Welcome the World is the theme that I will be introducing in my presidency when I become president in July. And it actually builds on our previous theme from Dr. Joe Zariski, a past national president, was "We Are the Energy." Okay, that was actually getting it started. And then our current most illustrious is "We Do More Together," right? And then for me, it will be "We Welcome the World." So it's www, we welcome the world, www. And also the past three themes becomes www, okay? So it all ties together, and it goes beyond "We Welcome the World" at FISM, because we want to build our assembly from people from all over the world. And you can actually, all of us from all parts of the world have one thing in common here, is that we love the art of magic. And through the SAM and through the International Assembly, you can actually be part of, this group here and then share, just like you would be sharing and performing and learning in an assembly that is live. But this is different because we get to have people from, this is what I'll tell you, I actually got this in Las Vegas. This is the glow of the world. This is, I got this at the Venetian, and it's actually real crystal. The water here is made out of mother of pearl, and each country is the crystal of that country. So each country has a different unique crystal. So same goes, it's really amazing. They got this from the store at the Venetian, and it's beautiful, and it spins and everything, and it actually rotates this way, so it's really great. And it actually has a compass there. Continue to build on this through 2022 and beyond, and it's going to be with the help of you people in the International Assembly and other people that are going to bring people into the International Assembly and the Society of American Magicians.
Stay tuned. We will be right back after this. Many notables have acted as magic consultants to the movie industry. Jeff and Tessa Evison from Canada were recently hired as consultants for award-winning director Guillermo del Toro on his feature film Nightmare Alley. Tessa and Jeff worked closely with award-winning director del Toro on his feature film Nightmare Alley. The film was released on December 17, 2021. Jeff states, "We had to ensure authenticity, all the time keeping in mind the need for secrecy and helping Del Toro bring to the screen the wonder and mystery of mind reading and mentalism." He was quite receptive to the many notes and ideas that we contributed. We read quite a few revisions of the script and had a blast doing it. For us, it was really about keeping the scenes that involved mind reading and mentalism as realistic as possible, while at the same time remembering Nightmare Alley is a movie, not a documentary, and therefore it had license to bend the truth. What an honor to be involved in the filmmaking process, and the most interesting thing about it is being able to include it on our resume. Life is all about variety and having as many amazing experiences as possible. This certainly has been a significant highlight for us. Jeff and Tessa Evison. News from Alan Fisher, the press and PR officer of the International Assembly and a major contributor to the IBM. Hosted by Alan Fisher, the International Brotherhood of Magicians' only all-digital ring, Ring 2100, has its own Facebook page, is alive and well, and lives in cyberspace. Chartered in 1993, this brainchild of David Lichtman and Tabby Crabb was revitalized in late 2021 by Ryan Pilling, the man behind the curtain at mymagicmeeting.com. Now, in 2022, the Ring is planning meetings on the third Saturday of each month. This will give many members around the globe a chance to participate. All members of the IBM are pre-approved for membership in this ring. Their next event will be February 19th, and the topic will be I Found It in Tarbell. We'll be right back after this.
For thousands of years, the mysteries of magic have captured people's imagination. Now, thanks to first-class magician Marvin Berglass, you too can baffle, excite, and amaze any audience, any place, anytime.
Coming from one of the world's most famous magical families, I grew up with some of the best magicians in the world, and that inspired me to produce some top quality magic.
With ingenious apparatus and clever magic principles, Marvin has conjured up a collection of magic that anyone can do.
The hardest part about Marvin's magic is keeping the secrets, but we insist upon it because fellow magicians agree never to reveal their secrets.
As of mid-December last year, those flying into Las Vegas will notice that the airport has had a name change. The airport, formerly known as McCarran International Airport in Las Vegas, earlier this year changed its name to Harry Reid International Airport. Its FAA code, LAS, will stay the same. The Clark County Board of Commissioners voted in February in favor of renaming McCarran after Harry Reid, who served Nevada in the U.S. Senate for decades, including a stint as Majority Leader during 2007 to 2015. Senator Reid passed on December 28, 2021. Paul Draper has announced that he has accepted a faculty position as an adjunct professor and lecturer for Soka University of America in Southern California this semester to teach a class on the art of magic with a focus on social science, theater, and intersectionality. Soka University is the most diverse university in the U.S., has the most international students per capita in the U.S. The U.S. News and World Report ranks Soka 29th in liberal arts colleges nationwide. It is a private university in Aliso Viejo, California, that emphasizes pacifism, human rights, and the creative coexistence of nature and humanity. The Darkstone Dossiers, now in its third year, began 2022 in its usual excellent style of a well-received talk show. Guests on January 22nd were Gay Blackstone and Harriet Jacobson. On February 6th, the guest was the legendary Howard Hamburg. Without wishing to overly plug anything, I'm pleased to state that my own weekly show, Magical People, also got off to a good start with many wonderful guests. Near the end of February, my special guest will be Chris McCauley, co-author along with Zachary Stoker of numerous Dracula sequels and prequels. He will be discussing, among other things, the 125th anniversary of the publication of Bram Stoker's original Dracula novel. We mentioned last month that the legendary Mark Raffles celebrated his 100th birthday. We're pleased to add some stills and clips from a local TV station.
That's all that still to come shortly with Charlene. Now, reaching 100 years of age is a pretty remarkable thing, that's for sure. Even more remarkable, though, is what magician Mark Raffles has packed into that century. Master of the sleight of hand, now living in Llandudno. He first appeared on the professional stage in the 1930s and only retired from professional magic 3 years ago. Rob Shelley went to meet him.
Enter stage right, Mark Raffles. His life has literally been magic. He first stepped onto a variety stage in 1938. Britain's oldest magician?
I believe so. I believe so.
Not bad going.
Yes. I haven't heard of another one.
Tomorrow he's 100. This is the last day of his first century. Well, he is a magician. You must miss the adrenaline of stepping out onto a stage.
Oh, it builds up from the moment you go into your dressing room and you change and start putting on your 5 and 9, then your props, and you stand in the wings, and the orchestra plays your music.
In the Second World War, Mark's magic entertained the troops. He made his TV debut 6 years before, well, us, ITV. But we did catch up with him in the end, including some sleight of hand guest spots on the 80s quiz show 3-2-1.
How did I go on? I didn't get a lot. I've just had here, sir. It came from this pocket. If you can be sure it's yours, it came from out of that pocket. I'm going to talk to this gentleman again now. Lovely. Now that... These are comical pair of glasses, aren't they? I can't see anything through your glasses if you can hold on fine.
I enjoyed the people, the reaction, the fun, and the result. Plus, of course, being paid.
The good thing about interviewing someone in a socially distant style when they made a living picking people's pockets on television is that at least you're not close enough to lose anything. I think I've still got my wallet here anyway. Oh no, that's my microphone.
I go into his room and I went in one day and he was obviously practicing a card trick, because all of a sudden, whoop, he's stuffing everything down the sides of his chair like that.
Mark's received hundreds of good wishes from fellow magicians, enough birthday cards to supply us stationers, including one from us. Can you quite believe you're almost 100?
My mother, on her 101 birthday, was asked what she thought of the world. And she said, it's a wonderful world.
Oh, wonderful indeed. So Ruth, what can you conjure up with the weather then?
Well, one thing I can't conjure up is any rainfall. I mentioned earlier.
It is said that a single picture is worth 1,000 words, and so we conclude our program with a visual of Dawn Newville, an International Assembly member from England. Until we meet again, thank you for watching. This is your anchor, Michael Leike. Until next time, wishing you a happy and magical month.